I first heard of community access through a program called Howie the Harp. At the time, I was attending a lot of NAMI support meetings, and a former graduate of Howie the Harp also attended that meeting, and he was speaking very highly of the program. And at the time, I wasn't working and I wasn't in school, and I had just received this diagnosis, and I thought, well, maybe it would be a good fit for me. My initial week at Howie the Heart was great. There was a lot of disclosure from the other classmates, and I really got to hear a lot of other people's stories. Some of it were really tragic and really horrible, and it just helped to put things in perspective for me. Having that similar thread of having a mental health diagnosis and going through hardships and trying to find work and that sort of thing, I felt really validated. It was a really validating experience for me. When I initially started at Community Access, I started through Howie the Harp, and then I started volunteering in the development department. From there, I went on to work at the Respite Center at Community Access, and that helped me to put all of my training at Howie the Harp to use, because I was working with people who had forensic backgrounds. I was working with people who didn't have forensic background. I was working with people who had experienced multiple traumas in their lives. And I really had to pull from my own personal experience in order to relate, and in order to let that individual that I was working with know that they weren't alone in what they were going through, and that it is possible to walk through those waters and come out on the other side. I think the human potential is great for overcoming trauma.